My daughter's teacher confiscated her lunch money to teach her about sharing. She's diabetic and the money was for emergency snacks. My daughter's teacher called me yesterday proudly explaining how she'd taught my 8-year-old Emma a valuable lesson about equity. She'd taken Emma's $20 lunch money and distributed it among students who forgot theirs. When I got to school, Mrs. Peterson was beaming. Emma was the only student with extra money today, so I used it as a teaching moment about sharing resources with those in need. I asked Emma what happened. Through tears, she said. She'd tried to explain the money wasn't for lunch. It was for the vending machine that stocks for emergency glucose tablets and juice boxes. The cafeteria doesn't carry the specific items she needs. Emma is type 1 diabetic. That $20 was her emergency fund for the week. Mrs. Peterson interrupted. She should have spoken up more clearly. Besides, the nurse has supplies. The nurse's office is a 10-minute walk from Emma's classroom. When her blood sugar crashes, she has maybe 5 minutes before she's on the floor. I asked if Emma mentioned her diabetes. Mrs. Peterson said yes, but she thought Emma was making excuses to keep her money. Children lie about medical conditions all the time to avoid sharing. I pulled up Emma's 504 plan on my phone, page 1, highlighted in yellow. Dad must have immediate access to fast-acting glucose emergency snacks. Money must never be restricted. Mrs. Peterson's face changed. Well, I couldn't have known that specific money was medical. The money in the diabetic child's emergency kit, I asked. She got defensive, said she was following the district's new equity initiatives, that she can't give special treatment, that other parents would complain if Emma got to keep money while their children had to share. I asked which parents would complain about my daughter not dying. She said I was being dramatic, that the nurse was always available, that Emma was fine, wasn't she? Emma's continuous glucose monitor showed she'd gone dangerously low at 2:47 p.m. right after lunch. She'd eaten crackers from a classmate who noticed her shaking. A 10-year-old had done what the teacher wouldn't. Mrs. Peterson suggested Emma could keep her supplies in the nurse's office to avoid future confusion. I reminded her about the 10-minute walk. She said exercise was good for children. I lost it. Accenting when her blood sugar is crashing could kill her. She accused me of threatening her symbol, talking about calling security, said I was creating a hostile environment over a simple misunderstanding. The principal walked in, then Mrs. Peterson immediately started explaining how I was overreacting to a lesson about sharing, how she couldn't have known, how policies were unclear. I showed him the 504 plan, the glucose monitor data, the texts from Emma's doctor about emergency protocol. Then I asked if the school's insurance covered wrongful death lawsuits. His face went pale. He asked Mrs. Peterson to step out. She kept protesting that she was teaching important values, that children needed to learn about equity, that exceptions undermined the lesson. This morning I got an email. Mrs. Peterson won't be Emma's teacher anymore. She's been reassigned to professional development. The principal assured me Emma's new teacher understands medical necessities override sharing lessons. Emma hasn't gone to school yet. She's scared her new teacher will take her supplies too. Keeps asking if she's selfish for needing her emergency money, if she's a bad person for not sharing with kids who forgot lunch last night. She gave her entire piggy bank minus $47.23 minus to her little brother, said she didn't want to be greedy like Mrs. Peterson said. Her brother has been saving for months for a video game. He cried and tried to give it back. Emma said she didn't deserve money if other people needed things. I've scheduled therapy for an 8-year-old who now believes staying alive makes her selfish. Mrs. Peterson emailed me this morning, subject line, reflecting on our misunderstanding. She wrote 3 paragraphs about how equity education is important, how she hopes I'll reconsider my harsh reaction, how she's always been an advocate for special needs students. She ended with, I hope Emma learned something valuable about compassion. Emma learned something alright, just not what Mrs. Peterson intended.